I feel great. Yes. Yeah, it was so bad. And I knew it was bad. But there was nothing we could do about it. Like that's what his mouth was doing. It was terrible. It was so terrible. One embarrassing line that I will never ever regret ever coming up with, because I am responsible for this line, and you can kill me or you can shank me in the dealer's room or whatever. But I absolutely loved the Yamcha's "Cats love food, yeah." I love that line. That was my small contribution to the world of Dragon Ball. There were a lot of them. Now, in retrospect, I feel a little bit bad because I do feel bad about the character Killa in Dragon Ball, because I wasn't actually really meaning to be offensive by it. I just thought it'd be really funny if you didn't understand the thing the guy said. I don't know if you guys remember that character, but 12 years ago when we were dubbing that, it seemed like a good idea, and now I'm like, wow, that was stupid. It was still kind of funny if you kind of forget how kind of like unintentionally mean it was. Yes. Well, I said no, I won't sign plushies. They're dangerous. Plushies are too soft, and then I start crying. So I can't sign plushies. Yes, pirate in the middle. Or sorry, I hope you're not. Is that a pirate or a taco? Or it's a mushroom hat. It's a beret.
Do you remember a show called Tsubasa?
I remember Tsubasa.
Okay. When you were, trying to outfit every character, what character did you want to be, or did you want to be Kurogane from the start?
I wanted to be Kurogane, of course, from the start. There's no other character I would want to play in that show, honestly. He has a sword. He doesn't want to be involved with the rest of the group. He finds the little tiny creature annoying. So that's pretty much, I'm good at playing those characters because I feel the same way. And if I had to be transported into some sort of anime, I would want to have a sword, and I would probably want to kill the tiny, squeaky, annoying thing. That all worked out pretty well. I love Pokemon. No, I'm kidding. I honestly, I haven't watched much of Pokemon. I was in an episode of Pokemon. Did you guys know that? Yeah, there was this episode, and it ran apparently not so long ago. It was great. I got a random call. They're like, "You want to be in a Pokemon episode?" I was like, "Duh." I love Pokemon. That's what I told them too. And at the time I did, at least for that session I did. I played this dude as a forest ranger or something. His name was like, I don't know, there were these bear tricks or something like that, which sounds like some sort of prostitution. There were these bears or something that lived in the hills or something, or on the mountain, and they were mad at these other bears, and he tried to assimilate with one of them, or he tried to imprint on one of the Pokemon or whatever. Do you guys know what episode I'm talking about? Okay, well, he's a forest ranger and he's a huge dork and he sounds like Yamcha, so watch the entire series and look for it. Just enjoy the entire collection. Glasses, yes, and costume, and I'm kind of forgetting who you are right now. Thank you. I think GT did wonderful things to the characters, including giving Vegeta a mustache. That was my favorite thing. By the way, that's my contribution to the GT world, because I told Chris that I would not say the word mustache, that I had to say mustache. That Vegeta, that's just how he would say it. My mustache! There is, I wish I had it on me, there's a funny outtake in that GT episode where you first see Vegeta's mustache, because he walks in and Bulma's on the computer. It's probably not, actually it's not even funny to explain because you kind of have to see it, so I'm not going to waste the time doing it. Yes, hand, Marty McFly hat. Actually, Beck was a great show because I was just the narrator for that, and the whole concept behind that was supposed to be this like kind of washed up, like kind of old rocker, and I got to spend half the time pretending like I was sort of a drunk narrator who wasn't really paying attention to the story, or like half the lines were off, like hold on, whatever it was. Let's see. So, can I tell you guys a really hysterical story from last night? And so I'm gonna leave out names to protect the innocent. I can't. Yeah. Okay. So I'm hanging out with a group of people. Some may or may not be actors, and some may work on TV shows or whatever, which I don't normally do, but it's just we're at Megacon, and so I happened to see them, and I heard them telling the story. They were with a guy who was kind of like a Ryan Gosling look-alike. He was dressed as like Ryan Gosling, and he even had like a toothpick in his mouth or something like that. So they went to go eat, and one of the actors was like, well, we don't have a reservation, so he walks up to the hostess, he's like, Mr. Gosling, is here, he'd like his table, please. And they're like, I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean. He goes, Mr. Gosling would like his table, please? I'm like, we'll have to ask a manager or something, because I don't know what you're talking about. This girl had no clue what he was talking about. The manager comes up, and he goes, hey, aren't you on that TV show? I'll be able to tell you, I'm sure, what it is. I'm sorry to be that guy. But I've never worked on it. Like, I would have to dig to find other things even remotely as weird as this, but it is so awesome, and I love it so much. Speed Grapher was a bit weird. Speed Grapher, dude who can kill people with his camera, that was awesome. But he gets that skill from kissing a 13-year-old, so I apologize to any parent who has a kid in here going like, yeah, but it's a wholesome thing. Earmuffs to all, like, they're not all like that. They're just, for some explanation for Speed Grapher, they aren't in a relationship, he just likes her a whole lot, like she was his daughter. They hug really hard. So. Let's see. So that was a weird one. Yeah. Wow. If I could take back any line out of pure humiliation, what would it be? That is probably one of the best questions I've ever been asked, because I've said a lot of them. It was probably half the things I said in Dragon Ball Z. Because there were some serious groaners. When we were working on Dragon Ball, yeah, I see a lot of people going, that was a bad show. But it was so terrible that you liked it anyway. And I was like, oh, the joke's on you. As I explained yesterday, like, there is some defense for why Dragon Ball is as weird as it was. The dub was so strange, and it's mostly because we didn't know what we were doing. And I'm sorry to admit that to you now, but there were reasons for that. We couldn't get fan subs. There were no such thing as fan subs, and if there were, you had to like get them on some sort of beta or VHS tape, and they'd be all like weird and like tracking errors, and they wouldn't have subtitles. So you couldn't really. I could hardly watch the whole show in advance, and we couldn't get the materials from Japan fast enough. So we ended up having to get the materials from Mexico instead. Like the company who was dubbing, like the episodes in Mexico would send us their tapes. After a certain amount of time, it would like switch the audio to TV for whatever stupid reason. Like it would leave the video on, but it would switch the audio back to TV. And my roommate at the time had come in and he was watching the Spice Channel. Like he was watching like some, like, I don't know, late night movie about people kissing one another. And it pretty much sounded just right. Like, I walked back in, the Dragon Ball Z is still playing, but the audio from a different program is on, and it was perfect. During the Frieza fights, it was just a lot of Anyway, so guess what? Travis Willingham just did. Except you know what he's doing? He's signing a plushie, so he's He's probably gonna cry. So, will you want to come up here and talk a little bit, Travis? Guys, thank you for listening to me ramble for a little bit. I don't know this for sure, but I think they were going to try and reschedule another panel for 4 or something. I don't know if that actually physically happened or not, but keep your ears to the street, as they say on the streets. I do look like Ryan Gosling, don't I? So, I have a couple questions for Travis. Hit me. So, first question, 3 parts, each one having 4 sections. List all of your roles in order of least favorite to favorite. And I would also like them segregated into villains and good guys. Oh God. Sailor Moon. Okay, I'm gonna stop this because it's gonna get really awkward if SC keeps staying on the stage. Because, like, okay, bye guys. Do give it up for Chris Sabat.
Yeah.
Hi.
It's probably in the same room.
Wow, there are a lot of people in this room.
It's probably in the same room, yeah.
You should see what it looks like from up here. Who wants to come up here? You can come up
It's
here.
12:30. Are you getting
It's
something
just so
right
weird. There's like,
Okay.
am I still
Just
in
let
the
me know when
universe
you're
right
coming
now?
back.
There's a lot of people,
Alright,
right?
bye.
What's your name?
Emily?
Emily, are there a lot of people in here?
And there are a lot of people here.
Say it with some excitement.
There are a lot of people here.
Thank you. Standing room only. People are clapping and everything. We're excited to be in Orlando, aren't we? So this is my first time at Megacon, which is awesome. We'll be over there signing anything you put in front of us pretty much all day. I got married. I married Laura Bailey. Who plays Lust, which means I killed her. Oh, it's so good. Every time I get into a fight, I'm like, don't make me kill you. That's how it happens. That's how our world happens. I would stand up here and talk about things, but I like answering questions more. Yes, waving your hand in the black t-shirt. Yes, you.
How do you like my t-shirt?
Your t-shirt is awesome. I can't see it enough. What does it say?
It just lights up.
It just lights up.
It reacts to sound, so yeah, I can talk to you and it
Does it react to sound?
Yes, it does.
I'm gonna light up just for that. That's amazing. I love your light up t-shirt.
Thank you.
What's that? Oh, defiling each other's characters? See, I'm quite the artiste, and Vic likes to draw stick figures. So I draw these elaborate mustaches and horns, and usually like a pirate patch and maybe a female bikini on it. And he'll counter with like a little Gomez mustache and a black eye. Yeah, see, now Roy Mustang looks like a strange pedophile or something. Although at the end of Brotherhood in those little screenshots, it looks like he's got the little French mustache thing going on. I don't know how that happened. Gladly I didn't have to do any voices to those pictures. Because then I would be Roy Mustang. French waiter. I snap and you go boom. I first got involved in Funimation. Being in Fort Worth, I was at school at TCU in Fort Worth, Texas, and Funimation was like 20 minutes away, and I used to watch Dragon Ball Z all the freaking time. And one day I actually happened to watch through the credits, because who watches credits? Actors. And I saw Laura Bailey's name go up the screen, and I'm like, what the what? I'm in the same agency as her, so I called her and I was like, how are you my favorite show? She's
like we recorded right over here in Fort Worth.
So I begged her for 2.5 years, 2.5 years of every time I saw her going, please, I want to be in Super Saiyan. And she was like, oh, totally, I'll try and get you in. Loser. Finally, Mike McFarlane got me in. I got an audition for Yu Yu Hakusho. There was a character called Yanagisawa, and Yanagisawa was part of a trio of young students, and he had this big, tall, eraser-looking hairdo, and I got the part, and I was like, sweet! Do I get to yell really loud and power up? They're like, no. Like, sweet! Do I get to get really big muscles and shoot things out of my hand and make people die? He's like, no. What do I do? You're a shapeshifter. Like, shape-shifted badass? No, you're just very mild-mannered. I'll take it. There were lots of times also in the beginning of Fullmetal Alchemist having, Roy having the glove and having powers and everything, so every time he would snap, the Japanese wouldn't actually say anything, it's just your snap or whatever. Every time we recorded it, I'm like, microphone's like, Travis, it's not Dragon Ball Z. Mike, he snapped and people died. We gotta make a sound. He's like, his mouth is closed. What if he goes, he looks like he's smiling. Now you sound constipated. Alright. I won't make any sound. I love people. I love when you raise your hand but then you wave at the same time. Because when someone in front of you does it, then other people start doing it, then it starts looking like a concert. They're like, man, there's some love going on at this panel. Free love, anime love. Okay, red shirt, go back.
How did you propose to Laura?
I proposed to Laura by going, you're lucky, here. She would kick me in the balls. I proposed to Laura on a very romantic evening in Santa Barbara, California. Details for my own. Thank you. It was very sweet. She's still lucky. Yes. Favorite scene is Roy Mustang. It depends on the series. In the first series, I obviously loved, the crazy. I loved episode 13. I loved Full Metal vs. Flame. I loved doing the whole dogs line and the miniskirt madness. That was all crazy. And that day, all female officers would be required to wear tiny miniskirts! It never gets old. I love dogs! We're just jukeboxes for your sick, sick pleasure. Was Chris Sabat in here doing the final flash just a second ago? Did he do it? No, he didn't do it, did he? Because it hurts! I asked him to do it.
Did he do it?
Truly, first time I met him, it was on Case Closed, and I came in, and there's this little bald dude with glasses, and he's like, playing with his little goatee. I'm like, what's up, man? He goes, what's up, dude? You sound just like Piccolo. He's like, that's because I am Piccolo. But wait, you're in Dragon Ball Z? And he kind of looks around and goes, I'm also Vegeta. Can you say something? Seriously? What do you want me to say? Final flash? Come on, man, that's not something you say. You have to like power up and yell it. I was like, I got $5. He goes, final flash. Cool. Can we work now? Yes, okay. That was how I met Chris Sabat.
Oh, but in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I did love burning lust and envy. Although I would say they both had moments of awesome in their own equal right. There's something eternally cool about a dude that's just been stabbed through the chest and he's burned his wound close, is holding it with his hand, and is still proceeding to kick your ass. That's awesome. Like when we watched the original episode, they're going, oh, that's awesome. And then he burns envy, and I literally screamed until my stomach came out of my mouth. If anybody remembers those episodes, he's just going, bah, bah, bah. Awesome. Yeah, so I like those parts. Yes, right here. Yes, right. About honey being older than Maury. I feel good. I would feel better if I had a little honey. Just a little pocket honey that I could like shake at people, throw at them. I don't like you. Yeah, cake for you. I love honey. I wish I had one. Little honey. Yeah, good. What's that? Favorite line? That's not my own. Favorite? No. That's a good question. It's probably from Dragon Ball Z, unfortunately. It would either be Final Flash or man. No, that's a good one too. No, I will not do it. It is not my move to do, therefore I will not do it. So, band right there, yeah.
How do you feel about Monster?
What? I didn't point to you, sir. Although I'll take your question next. I don't even know where that came from. I have the universe in my eyes, so I can't really see. With the bed. Oh, no, yeah.
What's your
Oh, sorry.
least favorite character you've ever voiced?
My favorite and least favorite character? I think Roy is my favorite, just because he's cool, awesome, complex. Right? Great character to play. Oh! Sweet, this is for me. And I think least favorite character, I don't know, the one where I screamed and probably passed out in the booth. That's always a very unfun part. Well, I'll tell you what, does anybody play the Transformers video games, like War for Cybertron? Right. So I play Sideswipe and, let's see, Hot Rod and a bunch of Decepticon rogues. And when you're doing the game, they're like, okay, so we need the Decepticons to sound really mean. So you're like, okay, how about like this? And they're like, how about make them bigger? And you're like, okay, how about this? And they're like, awesome, okay, let's do 600 lines of screaming battle where you're like, die, Autobots! For 4 hours. You walk out of there and the sun hits your eyes and you're like a vampire, like, oh, I have the worst headache ever. Who wants a free copy of Full Metal Alchemist? That's a lot of people. Should I do the t-shirt thing and just like... That was awesome. I saw 30 pairs of eyes trying to track a DVD. Instant blood. Okay, let's go over. Huh? Oh, we got 2 people to stand up. I gotta find a good way to get rid of this, though.
Come on.
That's a question, right? Trivia.
Throw it to the shrimp.
And it'll probably have to be demented trivia. What is Roy Mustang's favorite soda?
What? How would you know that?
That's right, I'm the only one that knows the answer to it! So if you get it right,
Great.
you know my mind. No. No. Alcohol! That's a pretty good answer though, no. Nope. Nope. What?
That is not fair.
Did you see my ninja star abilities just then? right. I got some in my back pocket. Don't mess with Mustang. I will sure kick your ass.
I love Travis.
Sure. All the time. The question was if I ever gone home and watched something on TV that I didn't go, that was stupid. Yes. I did an episode of Nip Tuck.
Yes, yep, yep. Okay.
Right. So my agent calls me and goes, "Hey, you like the show Nip Tuck, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's all right." He goes, "Awesome. You want to play a big tranny?" I'm like, "What?" He goes, "They need a guy named Big Jane that dresses up like a woman, and he needs to be 6 foot 8 inches tall. You're 6'4", so we'll stick you in 4-inch heels. How's that sound?" You're asking me to go on television in front of an international audience dressed as a woman named Big J. Yeah, pretty much. Are you gonna pay me? Yeah, a lot of money. Okay! That's how that happened. I had giant red hair, massive talents, and big shoes. And I cross-dressed with Mario Lopez. It was amazing. The best part was actually getting into the van on the way from base camp to set and having both the stars of Nip Tuck and Mario Lopez in the van, and they're kind of sitting there going, "So, do you do this a lot?" I was like, "I will punch you in the nose." "Do I do this a lot?" "Yeah, I say, by the hell. Get out of here." Power Maniac characters? Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of characters with fire abilities. I'm not sure why that is. Human Torch, Roy Mustang, Porcus the Ace, Pierre from Aquarion. Is there a fire like Pokemon?
Yes.
There's probably like 9 of them.
Charizard.
Oh God, sorry, jeez, I didn't mean to start a conversation. Whoa. I heard over here someone like, "Well, the 3rd level of Pokemon," and it talks about it. What? I don't even know if it was level. I don't know anything about Pokemon. Yes? Conda from Deep Red Valley. Awesome. It was awesome. You know, I know the original Japanese voice was a little younger, a little higher because he is a younger guy, but it just didn't... I just wanted to make him gnarly. I wanted to make him tough, you know? I mean, he has the ponytail. Don't mess with ponytails. And an awesome sword.
He's a badass.
He is a badass! Right? I know. He's totally dark. I wish they would do more of that show. You and me both, right? Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
How was merging an Aquarion?
Oh, you bastard. So in Aquarion, it's a mech show, and you've got a bunch of teenagers trying to save the world, and they're in their, you know, individual fighting vehicles, but to create Aquarion, they have to come together and merge. Now, it's not like Power Rangers where they're like, "Dragon Sword!" or whatever, and then it's like, "Whoop, hey, oh, look at this, we're all in a room and a fighting robot." No, no. Merging involves the combining of your mind, your spirit, and your
Body.
soul, which is a very physical experience in a very sensual way. That's a little awkward. Try doing that at least once or twice every episode. You get to know your friends real well. Yeah. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch it. It's good for a laugh.
Hey, I'm in the panel.
Yes.
Okay, well,
You have to leave in an hour?
you could just like
What the
sit
what?
next to me or whatever.
That's ridiculous. Yes, I'll say that. Don't leave.
Oh, is there?
Yes, right there.
Is it? But is it here?
But what? I will not tell the pudding story. Because
right
the pudding
now,
story
Travis
is
is on, so
disgusting.
you could just
And I've
come
only
in.
told it like 16,000 times.
Yeah, because I came in.
Alright, you want to know the moral of the pudding story? Check your pudding before you eat it. Because mine had a front lawn growing in it. Chocolate pudding snack, open it up, it was solid green on the top. It was like a grenade.
Nicole!
Ooh, actually,
Okay.
yesterday, somebody actually made this. It's like a little stitched together pudding snack, Jello, right? And when you peel the top, oh, gross! I don't know what I'll do with this, but for now it's funny, inappropriate, awesome, gross, awesome, gross, awesome. Hey, go over there, fly, awesome. Yes.
What is the creepiest thing a fan has said or done?
Oh man. I got hair once. Yeah, I got a piece of notebook paper and it was all folded up. I'm like, okay, this is a good start. And inside of it was a bunch of hair. Now, I don't know if that person like shaved their arms or just took a good chunk off their head, but nevertheless, we don't want your DNA. The solid or liquid kind, please. Thank you. We don't want it ever, ever. No spit. No tears. I cried into this bottle. You just hold it. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
Could you sign this, please?
No.
I'm trying.
Shut down! Exercising power. Over here it is.
What's your favorite and least favorite video game?
Favorite and least favorite video game. Favorite video game currently would be Modern Warfare 3. Only because I just play it so often. You guys know Troy Baker?
Yeah!
I kill him on a regular basis. And he just keeps coming back for more. That's right. So my gamer tag on 360 used to be Ray Bacon because I figured my last name is Willingham, so I figured the opposite of willing would be raped and the opposite of ham would be kind of bacon. But apparently Microsoft doesn't like, people raping ham, so they told me my name was no longer valid, which is crap. It's a great name. You get on and some guy in Australia is like, well, right bacon. It's like, oui monsieur, it is French. It is rapid bacon. You Americans are weird. They give you those suggestions for another name, it's like the first 3 suggestions were like Crimson Octopus, Nighthawk, something, something, and the third one was Meaty Albatross. I was like, Meaty Albatross. Why not? I took it. All my friends are like, so dude, what's up with like the Meaty Albatross? Does it mean, I'm like, don't stop. It doesn't mean anything. It's the random name that I picked. Yeah, no one ever, I love people trying to come up with why though. They're like, oh, I know why. It's because the large wingspan. I'm like, uh-huh. What? In the back, yeah.
What's the most awkward question you've ever had to answer?
Most awkward question I've ever had to answer. Somebody asked me once if I could punch them in the face. And I said no, and he goes, what if I give you $20?
Oh my God, really?
And I asked if he needed change. Which I did not do, but I did throw a dodgeball in his face. It's the best sound ever. You can hit anybody with a dodgeball. Arm, chest, it's like boom, boom. But you get the head, it's like boom. Oh, headshot. Kill. I magically carry dodgeballs. I have some dehydrated dodgeballs in my bag. I just put a drop of water on it. If I'm really pissed, I'll light it on fire first. So that even if I hit you in the leg, your body is consumed in flames and you run down the con hall on fire going, it's killing me! That's right, flaming dodgeballs of death. Yes. Is that a Slytherin scarf? High five. Sorry, Slytherin people. Yeah, my wife Laura is a Hufflepuff. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I took the Facebook quiz or whatever, and you're like, you have to answer these certain questions or whatever. And it was like, congratulations, you are a Slytherin. I'm like, no! Sweet. I don't know why. Yes, you had a question, didn't you? Oh, the Full Metal and Flame show. If anybody's seen it, this is the little show that Vic made with our action figures, and it consists of me perpetually dying over and over and over. Horrible ways. It was pretty funny. I actually just came in and recorded a bunch of lines, like on a mobile setup, and like 3 months later, he's throwing me off of skyscrapers and stuff. I'm like, what kind of time do you have on your hands? Get run over with like an 18-wheeler. I'm like, did you just have an 18-wheeler hanging out? How is that? And he's like, I have my ways. Actually, it was more like, I have my ways. Can't really imitate Big without. Look at getting a little higher. Yeah.
What's your favorite voice role that you haven't voiced?
My favorite voice role that I haven't voiced, besides Sailor Moon. Let's see, Toru Honda. That's Laura's role. I don't know. Yeah, I love Cell. I got to play him a little bit though, so it's like, I don't know. I've gotten to play everything that I wanted to, pretty much. Okay, yes, I see you like hand fighting over here. Your question. I have not seen any Italia, but if I could be a country, I would be Antarctica. Look, just because you haven't seen him yet does not mean he doesn't exist. He's super cool. That was horrible. You liked it. You liked it. Yes.
If you could live in any, if you could be any anime, you as a person, what show would you choose?
Ooh, I don't know. Probably the one where everyone has the most powers. Because even if you're dying, if you get exploded by a massive, pissed off Kamehameha wave, that's a pretty sweet way to go. Kamehameha! This is gonna suck. So I'd probably live in the Dragon Ball Z universe. Because if I could figure out a way to get pissed off enough that I could fly afterwards. Oh, you ate my candy! I'm so bad! Whoa, what the hell? Awesome, 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 awesome! Someone asked me what my favorite superpower would be once, and I said, invulnerability. And they said, what? You don't want to fly? I'm like, no. Because if all you can do is fly, all it takes is one session of drunk flying. You fly to the side of a mountain, guess what? You're dead. I can fly! What's up? Invulnerable, suck it. Yes. I'm going to answer that question right now. I don't know if I can do any more query on. I'm not sure I have it in me. Yes. I don't think so. No, I haven't heard of it. No. Yeah. How do you flamethrower? Yes. Or some kind of napalm weapon. Flamethrower is awesome. That'd be good, yeah. No, I'm not in Blackweather. No. I think that's Patrick Seitz, actually. He and I sound very similar, which means he's awesome. Yes. Yeah.
How do you feel about Mustang having eye trouble in both series?
Eye trouble?
Yeah.
Oh! Yeah, what the hell? You get Pirate Roy in the first one, and then you get C and I Roy in the other one. Like when he looked up and he was blind, I was like, come on! Oh, jeez! They just don't want him looking at so many women, because they just keep going. I don't know what the deal is with that one. They like it. A couple more and then I got a bounce, yeah. Ace, awesome. That dude has some killer abs. Really. He never wears a shirt, he's got an awesome tattoo, and he sets things on fire. That meets all of my criteria. There you go. See? Where are the abs, dude? Okay. To demonstrate your killer abs, you have to stand on the chair and strike your most awesome pose. Yeah, there it is! I like it. I approve. Come by the booth, I'll give you a stamp of approval. It'll probably just be Sharpie, like, in my hand on it. Who let that girl in here?
Hey, I saved you a seat over here, okay?
That's dancing. Crazy.
Vic came
That
over
chick
here.
keeps following me all around the hotel.
Yeah, so I have a seat for you. I have a
She
seat
was
for you.
outside my room this morning. It was so weird.
All right.
Lady, go away.
No, I don't. No, they didn't put it in the schedule.
Who went to the
Yeah.
concert last night?
His voice felt into it.
Oh yeah, no, okay,
All
I had
right.
a concert last night. More of you should have gone. Whose first day at Megacon is this? Yeah. Who was here yesterday? Look at you returning users. Who wasn't we talking yesterday? Yes, new crowd. Let's take 2 more quick questions and I'll get out of here. Right here. Yes. I did voice Charlotte Kuehlhorn in Bleach. If you don't know, Charlotte is it's basically like Big Jane from Nip Tuck. It is this massively muscular dude that is totally dressed in drag and can't decide whether he is a he or a she. And very strong. If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor. Bring a bag so you can vomit into it. And then watch and laugh very, very, very hard. Yes? What? Can I shuffle for you? Like a deck of cards? Or like a shuffle, shuffle, shuffle?
Every day I'm
Every day I'm shuffling. That's so weird. Do people shuffle now? Is this some new thing? Who can shuffle well?
Not me.
Alright, come on right here. No, you're doing this a cappella. Show me what a shuffle is. Oh, the jacket's coming off. The hair's coming off.
Okay, speak up. Come on, lady. Voice.
Just show me what a shuffle is. Is that like the Running Man thing where you're supposed to... Wow. High five. Nice job. Good. What?
Sign my rooster calendar.
Sign your rooster calendar. You remember those questions about weird requests? This is really a calendar full of roosters. There you are. There you go. All right, so most of us will be at the signing tables for the rest of the day, pretty much, and tomorrow morning as well. So come by and see us. We'll see you all over there. I'm signing for you because you have to leave in an hour. Thank you, guys.